Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is be more masculine. I've always kind of hated the term alpha and beta. I don't think that's helpful for you as a man to think of yourself as either an alpha or a beta, or if you're a beta, now we got to be an alpha, or if you're an alpha, now you can be satisfied and lord your power over everyone else. I think you will be better served if you think about your life as becoming a little more masculine, or a lot more masculine, and you will improve it. So the first step, I have some simple tips to be a little more masculine. It will really help you, and you don't have to spend a lot of money, and you don't have to go through incredible mind changes. That will come later, but the simple tips are: 1, get a real nice tight to your head haircut. Get that hair down. It's very difficult to find masculine men with big moppy heads of hair, with long stringy hair. That type of hair rarely works good. You know, if you think about it, the only men who can sport a long hair are rock stars. So by their nature, by the nature of their being a star in a rock and roll band, they can get away with looking so terrible with the long hair. And for some reason, the long hair works up on stage, but let's say in real life, it doesn't work at all. It just makes you look terrible. Cut that hair nice and short. The other problem is like a moppy head, especially in white guys. Big hair, it just doesn't look good, especially if you're fatter. If you're a fat guy, having big hair is one of the worst mistakes you could ever make in how you look. You're just gonna look ridiculous. I'm sorry. Keep that hair tight to your head. That's easy, right? You go to the barber. I mean, I'm at the point where I just take my hair clippers and give myself a haircut every couple of weeks and get my hair all just tight down to my head. Of course, I'm balding. You know, if you have a nice head of hair yet, if you're not balding, you can go to the barber, the stylist, and get yourself a nice, more stylish haircut with your a modern cut, something that looks good but not too long. Now, if you do have decent hair and you have a more leaner face, you can probably get away with shoulder length hair if you go to the stylist. Anything more than that, and you're not going to look good. I mean, just go to any movie where the male star, and he will have short hair. It's very simple. That's what looks good on men. That's what's always looked good on men, and that's what will always look good on men. So that's a very simple, cheap advice for you to be more masculine in how you look. What else? Your face. Start growing some facial hair. It's just, nowadays, you can just have a beard, you can have a mustache, you can have a goatee, you can have sideburns, you can have a stubble part of the week, and still have a good job. I've had some very good jobs lately, and I have my little goatee, and sometimes I let it go longer, and it's fine. I mean, I've even interviewed with this look and gotten the jobs. You will get the jobs. It's acceptable. You don't have to be clean shaven. That clean shaven look, I just don't. I think the reason that's pushed is it's like the easy way. It's the easy thing to do in the morning, just shave your whole face. It's easy. And that's why we're pushed into it, so it's easy. So we hustle out the door and get to work, get busy with doing stuff for other people. Well, if you want to be more masculine, you're going to do things for yourself. And that means you're going to look good by having some facial hair. You'll have a little bit different routine in the morning around that. And you can think of it in this way. Some of the times, you will save a lot of time by having some facial hair. I guess the wrong way to go with the facial hair is to have one of those huge mountain man beards. So that's too much. It's usually best if it's cared for and trimmed down and tighter to your face to be more flattering. The reason that facial hair helps you is it's more flattering. It makes you look like a man. You won't be mistaken for a woman. Certainly if you're a fatter guy with the fatter cheeks, you're gonna want that hair on your face of some sort to kind of camouflage that puffier face look. So that's two, and that, again, that's not a big cost, right? There's not a lot of money involved. Yeah, you have to buy your own clipper to maybe manage it, but that's $20, $30, $40, and then that's going to last. I still have a clipper that I bought 11 years ago, and it still works fine. I've not had to bring it in. I've not had to maintain it. It works perfectly well. It's going to last a long time. What else? Well, this will cost money, but if you need glasses to see, you have to get contacts. That's critical to how you look. The difference in your looks will be striking. You're going to go from an ugly guy wearing glasses to a good-looking guy without glasses. That's just the reality. Again, watch any movie where the leading man, none of them have glasses. It's going to be very rare to see a man looking good and wearing glasses. It's so rare that it's almost impossible. And I don't like to try to overcome impossible situations. I would rather just do the right thing. Now, I'd like to get LASIK. I may do that. I haven't really made an appointment yet. I just been wearing contacts, and I tell you, I got my contacts back in high school, kind of at the end of my junior year, between my senior year, and I went from an ugly guy to a good-looking guy in one day. And it will be that big of a difference for you. You're going to have to budget some money. I think my year's supply of contacts is around $220 or $240 a year, and plus you have to use, the optometrist will make you get an appointment, and that may be $30 to $50. So somewhere in that $300 range, that's what you're going to have to spend a year on your contacts. Now, you may get a better deal, or you may have insurance, but your looks are worth it. One drawback to all of that is if you're getting older like me, your eyes might be not right. You might need bifocals. Well, what I do is I just have reading glasses, and I have them reading glasses wherever I need to read, or in my pocket, and that's what I use to read with. But let's say most of the time I'm trying not to wear reading glasses. I just wear my contacts. So that's the third thing. What else? What else is a simple thing to do? Well, how you wear your shirts. What you want to do is wear more of a collared shirt some part of the time, like these, your golf shirt with a little collar, and you want to keep them open. And the other good kind of shirt is any kind of V-neck t-shirt where it's like a little V. That is the best look for men. It like regular t-shirts make your head look wide, but the V makes your head look a little bit narrow. It's more flattering. And then the other thing is, you don't want to button that top button all the way up most of the time. Now, if you're going in to meet somebody in a business or a professional setting, yeah, you might have to button up that top collar so you don't come across as the overly masculine stud who's trying to pick up all the girls in the room. But that's just for the meeting. If I go to a meeting, yeah, I button up, but when I'm just around the office, going to work, coming to work, doing stuff after work, going off for lunch, yeah, it's open. You want to look open, like you're not afraid of people, and it's the best look. I mean, young men, see lots of young men, and they're all buttoned up. Every shirt they wear, it's all buttoned up, like they're afraid to show that couple of inches of their top of their chest or the bottom of the neck. And I tell you, it looks terrible. And that's a very simple thing to do. It doesn't cost you anything other than the cost of a couple of nice V-necked type t-shirts, or a Henley. I think they call them a Henley. Those are very flattering on most men. If you're fatter, you don't want that shirt to be too tight. Well, so the top, keep that collar open. And if you want to look good when you go out on a Friday and Saturday night, you would wear a button-down shirt with the collar, but keep it open. And keep the top couple of buttons open. You know, and maybe you don't wear a t-shirt underneath. Maybe you wear a t-shirt if it's cold out. But yeah, your looks will really improve. What else? What else for a shirt? How to wear? Well, if you're fatter, you don't want to wear a tight shirt. The fashion, the trend seems to be really tight shirts, tight suits. And that never looks good. It looks terrible on lean, in shape men. So why would you think, if you're not lean and you're not in shape, would it look good on you? Well, it doesn't. But you see a lot of chubbier guys with a bigger belly wearing a tight shirt, wearing a tight suit. You ever see that James Corden or whatever? He's a late night guy and he's chubby, very funny, very intelligent man. Really funny. But he wears those tight suits, and man, does he look bad. Oh God, he looks just horrible. And that's what a lot of you younger guys are tending to do. You follow that trend of the tight suits and the tight shirts, and you look horrible. You can't look good with a pot belly and a tight shirt over it. It's a way to immediately disqualify yourself from any hopes of looking good to women or others. You got to wear a more flattering shirt. So if you're bigger, the way to be flattering is to have it be a little bit bigger and kind of hang over you. Now this is going to be tough, because getting a shirt like that is not easy. To be big enough to hang over your belly properly but still fit you right on the top, that's gonna cost you some money. And then we'll talk about the following steps. The following steps, of course, would be not to have such a big belly. But let's just get back to the shirt. Don't disqualify yourself by wearing a tight shirt so you look terrible with your belly all, with the shirt kind of snug over your belly. What else can you do? Well, that's going to cost you some money and some effort to try to find. And what you'll probably find is you can only find 1 or 2 or 3 shirts like this at the most. It's going to be extraordinary effort to find those shirts. And you might have to spend a little more money. You know, instead of 10, you might have to spend 20 or 50 or $100 on a decent shirt. And then you'll have to keep wearing that shirt. You know, that'll be your shirt you wear every Friday and Saturday night. You gotta do the laundry. But yeah, that will really improve your looks. What else? Well, don't wear tight pants. That's the same idea. Tight pants are, again, they're the style. But just because something is the style doesn't mean you should wear it if it makes you look bad. Tight pants do look great on women, but they look terrible on men. So I really enjoy the tight pants on women. You can immediately tell who is in shape and who isn't. The women qualify and disqualify themselves. Plus, they have a type of pant that that yoga type pant that does hold them in, and it's flattering. But for men, You don't want that. That will make you look terrible, because that's going to hold you in. That's going to flatten your butt. You want a big round pop out butt that is more flattering. And then you want to, in the front, you want that to be not flat below your belt. So that is a huge tip, and maybe we'll get into that at a different video. But the pants, like, it'll make your legs look terrible. You know, you want the pants to fit just right, or be a little bit big. That's a more flattering look. What else? Pants, shirts, we talked about the collars, the facial hair, the glasses. I think that's probably it. Those are like the tips you could use today. You could be starting today doing all that, and probably within a week have all of that addressed, right? Get a haircut, go to the optometrist, order your contacts, start growing your facial hair, get a couple of good shirts, wear them properly, and a couple of pants, right? All this stuff is just easy things to do. It's just time, a little bit of effort, and some money, and you're gonna look better. You're gonna be more masculine.